Hello, Michelle cheerfully greeted, hiding her shock over this man's sudden presence in the front of her house. You must be the owner of this home. Did you have Claude do this? She gestured to the fruit she was holding.
Why, yes. Yes, I did. Your panther is amazingly smart. No wonder he bonded to you so quickly. Come into the kitchen. We will make breakfast. I have much to discuss with you.
They enjoyed a delicious breakfast of pancakes made from local grains and topped with a unique fruit called the cherimoya. Once again, Michelle's nose crinkled. I love this time of day. The wind carries a mixture of fruit and flowers into the house. It's like a natural air freshener, Michelle said as she sniffed the air enthusiastically.
Yes, it usually is the most striking feature of this house when you first arrive, isn't it? The owner asked.
You know what? I never noticed the smells. The beauty of this area was breathtaking, but I never noticed the smells.
And do you know now why you noticed them?
No. Perhaps it's because of the fruit I've been eating, Michelle responded.
No, it's not that. It's another gift Jehovah has given us. You see, when we are in an environment for long enough, we completely engulf ourselves in it. We become more attuned to it. You never noticed how you enjoyed the smell of the salt in the air, and how it would mix in with the smell of some of the fruit trees, but visitors never really remarked about that, did they? It's because you were attuned to that environment, and they hadn't had time to. Your senses become more aware of the various smells, sounds, and minor details of your surroundings. Anything that can give you pleasure or bring you joy, you begin to notice. That's why people aren't moving that much anymore. They've fallen so in love with their area. My friend noticed you were starting to, how do you members of the great crowd put it, put your nose to the grindstone a little too much.
Members of the great crowd? Michelle gasped. I'm sorry. I never got your name. I must apologize for not properly introducing myself.
It's okay, Michelle. I should be the one apologizing. It's very pleasant to meet you. Michelle, my name is Jihu.
Nice to meet you, Jihu. That name was pretty common in your time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. My mother wanted to name me something different, that more fit my personality at the time, but my grandfather, Nimshai, insisted on it.
Wait, you're the Jihu? Commander of the Israelite army, Jihu?
Yes. Shall I take my chariot for a lap around the house as proof? Jehu winked.
Oh my, Michelle exclaimed. I have so many questions, but I can wait till later. Well, I have one. Where did you come from? Were you given a talk at a convention or maybe given an interview to be broadcast over the area?
Work is your passion, isn't it? It's all you can think of. Jihu gave her a warm smile and simply gestured to the now empty plates. I was off procuring this wonderful maple syrup. It's one of the many gifts the old world has given us. Wasn't it delicious?
Yes, it was. It mixed so well with these pancakes. And even the juice, it had just enough sour in it so that it complemented the sweetness of the syrup.
It took a long time and a lot of experimentation to find the perfect complement for that syrup. But to do that, I had to slow down, get off my chariot, and just enjoy the scenery. Then the answer came to me. An ape came over while I was watching the waterfall and dipped his finger into my syrup. Then he went into the jungle to get a fruit. He came back and began taking bites of the fruit after dipping his finger in the syrup. I decided to try the fruit, and I found my breakfast drink. Now, Michelle, you are the one who is driving your chariot with madness. David is worried about you, and we all remember how your last talk went. He said you were very pleasant, but it looked like talking to a wall. So, we decided to show you what he was talking about. Look at the change in me. You would have never imagined Jihu with this demeanor. Jihu stood up, spread his arms wide, allowing his billowing shirt sleeves to hang off his arms, It made him look very peaceful. Just take your time. We'll complete the rest of these tasks together, and you should go home with a whole different outlook. They completed all of the tasks on the lists and greatly enjoyed themselves. Michelle's bond with Claude became even stronger. They began to depend on each other. She realized she had no idea how intelligent he really was. Soon, it was time to go home. She thanked Jihu, gave him a long, warm hug, and walked off to go home. Then Claude bolted past her and leaped into Jihu's arms, also giving him a cat hug while purring loudly. She then made the long trip home, but she didn't immediately go to work. She just went back to her house, tended her garden, and enjoyed the beach and played with her cat. They had invented a new game, the hunting game.